everyone, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench, and today we've had a I've had a pleasant surprise. This turned up from FedEx, and it's a box, and it's a heavy box, and on the box we can see there's a name we all know, Mig Jimenez, whatever you want to call him. The correct pronunciation, according to a Spanish friend, is Mig Jimenez, so that is how you say Mig's name. So, long story to this, basically the Scale Modelling Cafe, which is a brand new channel, a fairly new channel, run by a guy called Jamie Haggo, who is a well-renowned modeller. He's done many magazine articles and stuff. I'll put a link to his channel down below. I contacted him and gave him a shout out and stuff and said, like, you know, welcome aboard and all that, and hope your channel goes well. He has actually produced a couple of books apparently. I asked him if I could get one of those books and he said yes. And then the next thing I knew, a few weeks later, I had an email from him saying, keep an eye out for the postman, you have a box coming from Mig Ammo. So, or Me Ammo, is it? I don't know. Mig Jimenez, maybe it's Me Ammo. And here it is, and it is quite weighty. Now, I don't have a clue what's in here, and I've just been looking at the box. Obviously, I've taken the address label off and everything, and I don't even know how to open it. So I'm going to have a go at opening it, and it's sealed and everything. I guess this is something to be aware of if you do order directly from Mig Ammo. Is it says on here, if this tape is loose or damaged, make reserve clause on shipping documents. So make sure you do that if you are having deliveries from them, because obviously if they've had issues, then they can claim back from the shipping company. So I need to get a knife and see how we're going to get this box open. Now on the bottom here, so is this? Yes, it is. It's a top lifty offie box. Never heard of one before, have you? A top lifty offie box. Here we go. So first I'm looking in here. There we go. So we have we got some packing here. Just get rid of that. Oh my! Look at all this in here. This is a bag of stuff. So we have here a bag, a big bag of stuff, and we'll go through that in a second. We have a box of balls, stainless steel paint mixing balls. That's really nice. We have an ammo key ring, which is nice. We have a t-shirt, which no doubt is a life is like a box of ammo. So we have a Mig Ammo t-shirt. I hope it's 2X, it's XL, that should be fine. We have a panel lines and fading brush set, so that's very nice. And then here we have the wonderful book. This is what I've been looking forward to, by Jamie Haggo. We've got some bump in there, we'll have a look at it in a sec. This is the book I've been having a look at. I will do a separate review of this book because an invitation to the aircraft weathering masterclass by Jamie Haggo. So yeah, we'll have a look at that. This is Jamie's fantastic build of his OV10. You can see it's got radial engine and everything on it. It's proper build. I think you can see the full build of that over on large scale planes. So yeah, very interesting. We'll have a good look at that. We'll give that book a full review as a separate video, as I say. So what have we got in here? We have some bumps. So we got August 2022 releases. So these are the 4K Sculpt Tech, so that's obviously for diodes and stuff. Got some bits and pieces here. And then we have July new releases reminder. So we've got a Luftwaffe colour set, or full set of weathering and painting and everything. And then here we have this is to go with the 32nd scale Lancaster. So this is the full paint set and weathering set. And then here we have Terraform Premium Textures, so textured paints, which is cool. Maybe there's some of that in here, we shall see. And then here we have a great big sticker, a smaller sticker, a conversion chart, Okay, we have an ammo conversion chart. Brilliant. Panel line wash. These are all the different panel line washes. I've got a couple of those and I really, really like them. And then here we have user guide and products for weathering. Adhesives. So this is all the different glues and everything, user guide and everything, so we can have a good look at that. And when I come to use their glues, I can point that out. And then here we have, as I showed you just now, panel lines and fading brush sets. I've actually got a couple of ammo paint brushes that I like very much. So these are basically a box of individual brushes for, so it's an ammo synthetic brush, so they're all synthetic. So basically a full set of brushes there which we will put to very good use going forward. And I've got the t-shirt there. Let's have a look at this t-shirt. How do we open the bag? We just tear. There we go. So we've got a lovely big t-shirt here, which is very nice. So there we go. It's got the life is like a box of ammo. You never want it to run out. So that's pretty cool. So we should get that ironed and get that worn to a show. You will see me in the show in that key ring, little rubber key ring, which is really nice. Stainless steel balls, really handy for putting in your paints. And then, as I say, we've got this huge bag of stuff here. So I'm going to get this. This is just crammed with stuff. I'm going to get this open and see what it is we've got in here. Okay, I don't know where to start here. There's so much stuff. So we've looked at the paintbrushes already, so we've covered those. And as I say, I've got some of those and I really do enjoy using them. Here's one here. This has had a lot of use, and as you can see, it's sort of pretty well held its shape. It's not particularly clean. I haven't cleaned it properly. I do give my brushes a hard time, but they do perform very, very well indeed. So really happy with those, and I will give those a run. So we'll go from right to left. So here we have 4 washes. So we have Starship Wash, so I'm guessing that's going to be the same sort of colour as Starship Filth. We have one here, Deep Grey Wash. We have Dust Wash, which is going to look good. I might try that on the Lancaster cockpit actually. And we have a Black Wash. Now, these washes, I asked Ed to get me one. I've got one I already have, which is here, you've seen me use. And this is the acrylic filter, which is brilliant on the cockpits, on the British cockpits, because it's slightly darker, slightly greener than interior green, but it does go and act like a wash. Now, I'm assuming these are going to be very similar, but we will be giving these a go because I really do like the filter. And the other thing with these, here we go, Nigel's smell-o-vision again, is they hardly smell at all. And as we all know, oil washes can be a bit pungent, so we will be giving those a go. One of the biggest issues with acrylic washes, I find, they dry too quickly, but we'll see how this goes. As I say, I've got the book, I've got the guides here on how to use it all, so I can read all that up before we actually try any of it. What I have to do is do a build and use this lot entirely. Here's something I didn't even know existed. We've got these range of dry brush paints. Now it's just telling me on here, it's just basically telling me to use it as a dry brushing paint. Just wet the brush, dry it off, and then highlight the details. So we'll have to give that a go as well. I can only assume it's like a thick acrylic paint. I don't want to open them because as soon as you open them they will start to go off. That's one of the issues with all these products, wherever you get them from, they will start to go off. So this is dry brush paint. It's called Dio dry brush paint. This one is rust, so you can see that's a very reddy brown colour. This one here is gunmetal. That's going to be worth a very big trial on engines and stuff like that. This one here is chipping, so I don't know why you'd have a chipping dry brush paint, but we shall see. We have light blue, which will be handy for like aircraft undersides and stuff, British aircraft. We have Panzer Grey. Oops, throw them around now. White, obviously, just white. And here's the last one, light metal. So that's like an aluminium colour. So I'd imagine the gunmetal and the light aluminium will be the two that would be used most. But it does sound quite thick. As I say, I'm not going to open them yet until I'm ready to use them. But they're going to be tried and tested. They're going to be really good. These here, I've got a couple of these and you've seen me use them. These are the oil brushers. Well, actually, the ones I think I've got are streakers. I think they're called streakers, aren't they? Let me have a look at what I've got already. Where have they gone? Here we are. No, it's called a streaking brush. These are the ones I've already got, streaking brusher. So these are actually oil brushers, so I can only assume they are very similar. Yeah, it's basically an enamel product, and it's just a handy way of having an enamel brusher for just, you know, brushing your details and stuff, and then you can move it around. So we've got Starship Filth here, we've got Field Green, black, yellow, dark blue, dust, and white. So they're going to come in really handy, and we'll use those for streaking and stuff when I do some weathering, probably on the Stug. They'll be used a lot, so they'll be really handy. These here we all know and love, the one-shot primers. I've already got these, you've seen me use them. Nice to see they've changed the lid. These are the ones I've got. These are the old one-shots, and they've got this silly lid on them which sort of pops open like that, and you get all this dried and crusted paint in there. Nice to see that here they've gone for the good old dropper type, so you don't get that issue. But really good primers. I've checked on the back, it does say made in USA, so they're still basically Stynylrez res, and they are really good primers. I recently used this on my Yamato turret base, where, if you remember, I had all the problems with the plastic coming through the acrylic, the solvent paints. These basically, because they're so flat and sort of easy going, they're really good for stuff like that, and they don't smell much either. So really good primers. They do tend to thicken up with life as they get older. You need to make sure you shake them really well, otherwise you end up with half a bottle of paint you can't use. I've tried thinning them with different things. Different people have different ideas about what to thin them with, so we won't go down there. We've got these Decal set solutions. I've already got this one, and I've never tried it. I must be honest, I've never tried it. But basically, this is your same as your Solvent Microsol and set. This is your Sol, that's your set. You applied this one before, and you applied this one after, from what I can gather. But it's really good stuff. Apparently, Greg has just done a test of this, and it looked like it performed really well. So I will have to give these a go on a project and see how they work. Something I didn't even know Mig Ammo made was extra thin cement and medium dense cement. So this is going to be very similar to your Tamiya extra thin green, and this will be like your Tamiya white glue. This one, as you can see, this one's a lot thicker, and it's also slower drying, so it's good for gluing together large areas. But we'll be giving that a go. Not sure, again, we'll do the smell-o-vision. Whoa! Oh yeah. Yeah, that smells like MEK. Very strong. So it's probably going to be very good because it's very pungent. We have here the Mig Ammo acrylic colours. Now, I don't like these, I must be honest, for airbrushing, but I'm sure they're going to be wonderful for brushing, and I can use them in my new wet palette, which was supplied to me by Wendy. Thank you very much, Wendy. So they've sent me these. We've got chipping colour, we've got yellow, we have rubber and tyres, so that'll be a nice colour to try out, matte black, white and red. So we've got some good old basic colours there that we can use for brush painting. Maybe I'll try some with spraying as well. They might have changed the formula. I did also hear actually that apparently a lot of these paints, these polyurethane, acrylic, whatever paints they are, if you're buying them in the winter, if they've been shipped in the winter, if they sit in cold storage with an aircraft and get really cold in transit, it can actually ruin them. So maybe that's the problem I had, I don't know. This I'm really pleased to get, Ultra Liquid Mask. Now, I've got the Viejo one, I've got the two different Mr. Hobby ones, and can't really get on with any of them. They tend to eat into the paint that's underneath them, and it makes them very difficult to remove. This one apparently is very easy to remove, so we will see how that goes, or we'll give that a go on a project very soon. Here we have the black slow dry Cyanacrylate, and just to prove I'm not lying to you, I have one here. I've just bought from Ed over at Premium Hobbies. I love this stuff. It is wonderful. It's fairly thick. It's not like a really thin super glue. It's fairly thickish, but it does capillary in beautifully, and it sort of Takes a little while to dry. Look, it says slow dry, so you've got time to maneuver the part, but also it's very, very tough. You know, super glue is very strong and it's, you know, very instant setting, but it's also very brittle. This doesn't seem that way. I've glued on that Bismarck turret I'm doing, there's a piece of PE that goes on the edge, and you only have, it's literally the edge of the PE glued onto a flat surface, and you can imagine it's a very, very small area, but it's glued it beautifully, and I've sanded it and everything, and it hasn't broken off. So really, really good stuff. Here we have activator, which is really nice to see in a small spray bottle, so we'll be giving that a go, because the only ones I have are the aerosol ones, and they tend to go everywhere. Here we have Starship Filth, Earth, Grime and Ash Black, and these are called shaders, and I've looked at the instructions. As I say, I've got some paperwork here I can look to in depth, but they're basically very, very thin paints from what I can gather, and they're going to be used for shading in your airbrush, so we'll give them a go. But they look to be like a very, very thin paint, so look forward to trying them out. And then last but not least, Ultra Glue. I've wanted this for ages. I waited for Ed to get some in. He got some in, he sent it to me last week, and here we go, I've now got another bottle of it. So thanks very much, Ammo, for sending me this. I hear it's very, very good. I've heard mixed reports about its uses, but apparently it's awesome for photo etch and stuff. I've yet to try it. I do have a project upcoming that I'll be trying it on. So there we go. And then obviously we've got our huge Ammo sticker, which is very, very nice indeed. So there we go, guys. That's the haul I've got from Ammo. And as I say, we've got this user guide and products. So I'm not sure if this has got the, you know, this is showing us how to use streaking effects. We've got nature effects here. We've got the pigments there, showing us how to use them. I'm guessing this is like a free leaflet you pick up at your dealers. Enamel washes, we all know about them, don't we? Chipping fluids, wet effects, and odourless thinners. And that's that for that one. I'm just wondering about this one here. Adhesives, so this is all the different cements and everything. So yeah. These are brass toothpicks, so Mig are actually making their own brass toothpicks for using for super glue and stuff, and then you basically heat them up to get rid of the excess glue. So there we are. So all in all, very happy bunny. I'm really, really lucky to have received this, and as I say, we've got a lot of new products here, a couple that I've already got and tried before, some that I didn't even know existed, some that I knew existed. It'd be nice to try them out. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see any of this tested, just drop me a line down in the comments down below, and I can do a test on a model or on a scrap bit of plastic or something or whatever. But I'll look into it, see how to use it all, and then we'll go from there. So thanks for watching. Thank you very much to Mig Ammo. Thank you very much to Jamie Haggo for getting all this arranged for me. And as I say, Jamie, thank you very, very much for your book. I am so looking forward to seeing this, and I will give it a full video review in the next couple of days. So thanks for watching, guys. See you all soon. Bye for now.